Hey guys, Xmania here. Today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing another brand new Star Wars The Black Series figure, and this is based off of Revenge of the Sith. So here we have the Tactical Ops Trooper, and we can see that this packaging is a throwback to what we saw back in the day where Revenge of the Sith first came out. So this nowadays would be referred as the 501st Legion, but back then it didn't have that name and was just referred as the Tactical Ops Trooper. So here is the front where we have this nice bubble to showcase the figure along with his accessories, and on the side here we get an enlarged image of the Tactical Ops Trooper imprinted. We can see on the bottom we have the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith logo written. And we do get Darth Vader's mask on top there, engulfed with the flames. And we can even see the battle of the heroes, Anakin versus Obi-Wan. On the back here, we can see we get a picture of our figure along with the Tactical Ops Trooper. And we do get a bio as well. This is the front, and this is the bottom. So without further ado, let's get straight into it and crack this guy open. So because this is such a unique packaging, I'm just going to rip it open just so I can get him out, because I'm not going to keep this, to be honest, but it is great. So let's do it. Okay, it wasn't too hard of it. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but here we go. So I didn't fully rip it, so I could technically keep it if I could. But let's get him out. Try my best to keep it intact, but there you go. There we go, that's better. Here we go. Right, back there. Here is our figure along with his accessories. Alright, so here is everything out of the packaging. So what the Tactical Ops Trooper comes with is his regular blaster, which we see with the clones, rebels, and even stormtroopers. We can see that we have the dark grey colours, and we get the same regular sculpt being put into it, which comes out quite nicely. And next up is his DC-15 rifle, which is in the same colour. We can even see the scope on the bottom there, along with the handle with the trigger for the fingers to go into it. And then finally, we get the Phase 2 clone helmet, which we can see the dark grey visor and the slit from the mouth. And in the middle, we have the blue lining going through. We even get the circular grey holes there, metal on the bottom of the helmet. On the side here, we get the blue lining slits on both sides. We get the grey on the side there as well. And we can see the blue wrapping around on the back there, and we even get the little white circle. Now underneath here, the helmet is completely white, and that's a good thing, so we can place this on the head sculpt. But yeah, that is it for the accessories. So taking a look at the figure now, we can see that this is a Phase 2 clone. And I like the details that have been presented to us. So we can see that the armor is in white as always, and we get the blue linings throughout. So for the chest, we get the blue lines on going down the middle there, but we do get some weathering. We can see we get the black linings there. Now for his shoulders, we get this little shoulder pauldron, which are in blue. But this time around, we do get some weathering on both sides, as you can see, and are completely different. We don't get any linings throughout the entire arm, but down the bottom there we can see the blue lining. We get these little kneecaps there, which are in blue, but we do have some weathering, and we can see the white piece there. On the bottom is just some peg holes. On the sides of the legs we get these blue strips running down on both, like so. And on the back piece here we just get the blue little piece there where we have the little buttons and stuff. He does come with the white belt, as you can see, which has the patches on so he can store his equipment, and we get the little canister there. For the head sculpt here we get a really good likeness of Tamara Morrison that portrays the clones in every movie and series. So yeah, overall the figure looks absolutely fantastic. Alright, so for the articulation, the head can do the full 360. It does have a joint so you can rock her left and right. It can look down about that much and up just about that much. His arms can fully rotate out, and it does have a ball joint on the shoulder so you could extend it doing the T-pose. It can bend just above 90, as you can see. It even has a swivel as well. Along with the hands, you can swivel up and down. For the knees, they can fully extend like so, doing the splits. You can bend out that much and just about bend that much. Let's see if we can do it. It does just about do over 90. It does have a swivel as well, so you can go left and right. The feet can go up and down, and it does have ball joint as well, so you can do the ankle pivot. And for the waist, mine's a little bit stiff, but it can bend up and down, and it can rotate side to side. Alright, so now that we've had a look at the figure along with the articulation, let's gear him up. So starting off with the helmet, you just want to slide it over the head like so, and it clicks in. And now he is ready to serve in the Clone Wars. You can see that with this display I went with what was used on the back of the packaging, and I actually quite like this because we can see the clone with the blaster in one hand and him holding the helmet with the other. And yeah, this just works out really well, and it gives character to the clones. Or if you want to, you can go with this display where we can see the clone holding the rifle with both hands as if he's going to fight the battle droids. Alright, so doing some size comparisons now. Here is the Tactical Trooper next to the Mandalorian R4-D4. Next, from the Ahsoka series, here is Captain Rex, and you can see that these two work well side by side. Next, another figure from the Ahsoka series is the Grand Admiral Thrawn, which is one of my favorites. Next, going a little bit different, going to the Marvel side, here is the retro Venom figure. And you can see he is a little bit more taller. And then finally, here's one of my favorite Marvel characters, and that is the yellow suit Wolverine from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. I guess that just about wraps things up for my review and unboxing on my latest Star Wars The Black Series from the Revenge of the Sith. This is the Tactical Ops Trooper. I would definitely recommend you guys pick this up, especially if you are collecting clone troopers for your collection, or if you're starting out just like me. because this does come with some great accessories and the articulation is really good. And this definitely looks great when you're displaying it with other clones in the Republic. Now I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I shall all see you again in the next one. So until then, take care, goodbye, and remember, the Force will be with you always.